This is the plaintiff, Dawn Ware. She says she hired the defendant to do some work around her house and her retirement community after the recent passing of her beloved husband, and a guy suckered her. He showed up, started the job, and never returned to finish. She feels like a fool for paying him in full after that first day's work, and she'll never do it again. She's suing for $495, the money she's owed. This is the defendant, Ricky Bryant. He says things aren't always as they seem because this woman, the plaintiff over there, is downright unruly. He put in a full day's work, needed to come back for a few loose ends, but his truck broke down for a few days. The plaintiff simply jumped the gun, got nervous, and sued him before he had a chance to complete the work. He's accused of taking advantage of a lady in need.
Okay, Dawn Ware?
Yes.
You are suing Ricky Bryant for $495 that you say he owes you to return fees that you paid to him because according to you, he did not do a good job. Tell me what happened, and didn't complete the job. What happened?
Well, I found Mr. Bryant in an advertisement, let's call it a flyer for jobs and things. And I called him on a Thursday, November 10th, and he came out that day to give me estimates on trimming my bushes. And in doing that process, he noticed I had a couple of holes in my screen, the lanai. And he said he could fix that.
All right.
And I says, how much would you charge me for that? And he said, $10 a panel. And I thought, oh, okay, not bad. And I said, well, if you can do those things, I said, I've got 2 rooms, a small bedroom and a bathroom. I says, do you do any painting? I need painting done. I already purchased the paint. And he says, well, let me look at it. And he went in and looked, and he said, oh, I could do that. It's going to be one color. Yes, ceiling, walls, everything, one color. And I said, oh, what would you charge? And he said $200. And I'm thinking, okay. So we stepped out into the lanai and put the prices all together, and it came to $365. And I said, I tell you what, if you can do it in one day, I'll give you $400. Nobody goes up, they go down, right? So he said, yeah, okay, so we agreed. And so he said, he started to trim the bush that day.
Okay,
and
hold on one second. I wanted to ask you about something you said in your complaint. You were your daughters going to visit or something?
Yeah, my husband passed away in March.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And very emotional at the time. And they think, you know, come move with me, Mom. And because, no.
These are good problems to have, but you don't want to move?
But do I look really that old that I can't take care of myself?
But don't you want company? I don't care how old you are. Don't you want company? You look great, by the way.
Thank you.
But don't you want, you know?
Well,
Not yet.
I'm working now, back to work. I had retired, and so
those are 2 daughters?
3 daughters.
3 daughters. And do they have children?
They do.
Yeah, no, don't go anywhere. You're going to end up taking care of a bunch of kids. Not yet. I have plenty of time for that down the road.
When I want to go to bed, I want to go to bed. When I don't want to eat, I don't want to eat. So anyway, I wanted to show them that I could take care of everything. Needless to say, did I hear a lot about giving them all the money. So
so you want to be able to show your daughters that you're perfectly
I can take care of all this
stuff. Hey, listen, perfectly, hold on, it'll be your turn in a second. Perfectly fine people can have something happen as well, you know, that doesn't, you know.
But the thing is, I've been in the business world a long time, and I really ride my girls. Get it in writing, details.
Oh, no, well, now you get what's coming to you.
Yeah, exactly. And,
all right, so you end up telling him, how about you do it all in one day, I give you $400.
Well, I didn't tell him. He told me he could do it. I asked him.
Okay, so he comes over, he starts to work on what day?
Tuesday he came with his employee, and he started the painting in the house. Prior to that, he picked up $121.80 in supplies.
What kind of supplies?
From Lowe's. The wiring.
What kind of supplies?
Oh, the wiring for the screening for the panels, and the tubing stuff that holds the screening in.
But I don't understand. Were those supplies separate, or were they part of the 400?
They were part of she was to pay for the materials. I wasn't including that in the job, obviously, because I can't stay in business not making any money.
Okay, and that's fine. So what was your business, if she's paying for materials, what was your labor going to cost?
$360.
Okay. All right, so on the day in question, he comes in with an employee, and what happens?
He didn't get the painting done. He kept running out to, I don't know his employee's name. The employee was trying to do the screening. He was trying to help him. He would go in and paint a little while and then come back, and the guy's still working on it. And finally, they said they got it. Well, they didn't. I've got a picture of it where it's hanging at the top. Then they moved on to the next one, and I've got pictures that the cording's all hanging down and the screening, and they were trying to do this side and this side same time. All the screening's hanging down. And I said, Rick, I'm really concerned about this painting. That's my priority. Oh, it'll be done. It'll be done. It'll be done. And came to about 10 to 5, and his worker had to leave the park, the gate, the main gate. Somebody was picking him up. And he told him, he says, go trim those bushes first. Well, the 10 minutes he's out there, I've got pictures of that too. I don't know what he used to trim them. He might have gnawed at them. That's what it looked like. But anyway, he takes them up to the front, and that's it. So when he comes back, I said, Rick, these bushes, I said, if you're a landscaper, that should be your forte. I says, look at these. And he says, yeah. He says, I apologize. And he said, and I'm sorry. He doesn't normally. It was just a rush. He said, I'll take care of all of that. So we went in to
What was wrong with it? Do you have pictures to show me?
I do.
So that happens with his helper. His helper leaves, and now it's you and him. It's 5 o'clock, and what's going on with the painting?
He's done basically the middle part, the walls. He hasn't done the doors, the trim around the doors. He didn't do the window frames, and he didn't do behind the toilet in the bathroom, around the shower. And it was about 6:30, and he says he wouldn't be able to get it done. And he says he would do that first thing in the morning on his other thing. He says the correcting the bushes and the screening, he couldn't do until the weekend after Thanksgiving. He didn't.
So that would be several weeks away.
Right, which I already said I didn't mind that. I
Okay.
didn't mind that. I was more concerned about the painting getting done.
All right.
So next morning he didn't come.
He didn't come. Did you ever see him again after that?
No,
He just never came back?
No.
When he didn't come, did you call him?
I did.
And what did he say?
I called him and I said, Rick, I said, you were going to come to finish up this
Oh, we
stuff.
forgot one little detail. Before he left, you paid him all the money.
I did.
Okay.
I gave him
How much money did you pay him before he left?
I gave him a second $200 check, and I wrote it.
And the first check was for how much?
$200, and then.
And then you also paid for materials 120 something.
121 something.
What happened? She says that she paid you all in full and that she hasn't heard from you since November.
Right. What ended up happening is my truck broke down. I made her aware of that.
Oh my God, you got to do better than that.
No, I'm not here to argue the point. I'm going to tell you like it is, and if that's what it is.
No, I'm disappointed that that's what it is.
So would you ever give a handyman all of the money up front before the job starts, going in the back?
No, that's not responsible. You should give it to him at the end of the job.
Okay, but what if he says, I want some money at least?
Absolutely not.
You wouldn't give him any money?
No, do the job first.
I mean, what about giving him some money at the beginning and the rest at the end? What's the problem with giving it all up front?
Okay, listen, Harvey, you don't just give everybody all the money up front unless you're a moron. You have to.
Why?
Because you give it slowly, or they're just going to take it and cheat you on the job. It's just simple. It's just simple.
I'm kind of buying it, but this is not nuclear war. Going inside the courtroom.
My truck broke down. I told her I wouldn't be able to make it. She started getting unruly with the phone calls. She started telling me that I either come and finish the job or come bring her $500 back. Well, first off, I'm not going to bring her $500 back. She has the materials all but the screen. I have no problem bringing the screen back to her.
Why didn't you just do what you were supposed to do, though?
It actually took me a couple weeks to get a new truck because I wasn't sure if I was going to fix the one I had.
Okay,
or
but
if
you're
I
not
was going to buy a new
dead.
one.
I mean, you can figure out a way to get over there and finish a job. All you need is a ride to her house to finish a job.
I said I would pick him up.
How could having a broken truck stop you from finishing the job? What stopped you from finishing the job was that you got paid.
No.
Be honest. Seriously, if you're not here to argue the point, then be honest at least. Have that much going for you.
She called me, I think the Monday afterwards, asked me if I was going to come back. I said, I'm trying to get my truck straightened away. Then I received phone calls saying that she's going to bring back $500 or she's going to bring a small claim suit against me.
I can't imagine why she's so mad. It's been now 3 weeks and your answer is, I'm busy. I mean, when you were supposed to be back the next day. Even if you're looking for a truck, how is it you don't make a few hours to finish this job? I mean, it's incomprehensible. Other than that, you will only go where you have a chance of making money, and you already made all your money there, so just the heck with her. But that's how it looks to anybody who's watching, because you didn't do it. You never went back. You never went back. I mean, you know, this cannot be your shining moment.
It's really not.
I'll say. Now, according to him, you're leaving messages saying that you want all of your money back, and he feels, well, under what theory would she get all of her money back? I did some of the work. Did you first, before I ask her that, did you finish the painting? Did you finish the screens, or did you finish
the painting in the bedroom and the bathroom are done. While I was in the midst of painting, she said, "If I help you, will you paint the hallway?" She said she would do the trim work. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So the bathroom got done, the master bedroom got done. The hallway got done up to the point where it needed to be trimmed in because I ran out of time.
And what do you say was unfinished?
He didn't do the doors. There's a closet door and an entry door and the trim around it, nor the window wells and around, there's mirrors on the wall that needed to be trimmed around. He didn't do any of that.
And what's your response to that?
She just said earlier it was one color. That's what I was supposed to do. I painted one color.
So you feel that your price did not include trim work?
No, it was to paint the rooms. It was one color.
And you felt that it did include trim work?
Well, it's all one color. The doors, the trim, everything's one. Yeah. It's
The trim and the walls are all the same? You didn't use like a different?
No.
Okay. May I see a picture of the paint?
Well, I didn't take that because at the time he was going to come back. So
well, I know, but at the time is 3 months later when you're filing a lawsuit and you took plenty of pictures.
But it
you
was
didn't take a
painted
picture
the next week. I paid $125 to get it painted. I needed to have carpet down.
Oh, so that had already been done before you
at
took
that
pictures?
Point. Well, I didn't take any pictures of that. I didn't even think about court.
Okay, listen, but now you're in court, and my question to you is, do you have pictures of the paint he left undone? Because he says he did it all. Says the only thing he didn't finish was a hallway that wasn't part of the job.
Well, I'm disputing that because I have a check that I had to pay somebody else to paint.
Okay, let me see that. Now, talk to me about, while she's looking for that, talk to me about the bushes.
All the bushes were done. When I left the property, I wasn't happy with the two of them, the one on the side and the one in the back. All the rest were done correctly.
Okay, did you ever hire anybody to do the trimming of the bushes?
No.
Okay. And the screens, where are we on the screens? Are we on the same page about the screens not having been done?
Yeah, there's 5 of them, I think, that are left to do. But if they're all falling down, obviously they all need to be done.
Right. She's suing for $95 for the screens. The next question, the paint. You say that you completed all of the paint and that there was nothing left to do except for the trim work and a hallway that wasn't even part of the job.
Correct.
She says that you did not, and she says, look, Judge, I had to pay somebody else $125 to finish it. I don't have an affidavit from that person saying this is the work I had to do. I don't have a photograph showing this is the work that was undone. I have no idea if that $125 was for painting the kitchen. I have no idea. And without it, it makes it very difficult where it's a did not, did to, did not, did to. I know this man didn't come back. I just don't know. I have to know what it was that was undone to figure out what you get back. You can't just get $500 and something back. I have to figure out what part of it was done. You yourself said he painted all day. So I am sure that there's something that was unfinished. You've left me in a position where I have to sort of guess at how much it is. So we do what we call is a little rough justice, okay? You're definitely gonna get the price of the screening, the cost of the screening, and he admits on the bushes. So of that money
and
that you paid,
my $40, it wasn't done in one day.
well, that's sort of funny, actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I am going to order him to return $215, verdict for the plaintiff. Okay? Good luck.
Find out what the defendant thinks about the plaintiff getting $215 back out of this. What's your reaction to that?
I just hope you guys just seen how unruly she really is. I mean, she's hard to deal with.
When you say unruly, what do you mean unruly?
She's just hard to work with. I painted in November. I tried to return stuff in December, and she forced me to say she wanted all the money back, and I wasn't giving her all the money back, so this is what it came to.
Right. You know, it looks in there, it looks like from listening to testimony that, you know, maybe you thought you might be able to take advantage of her because of her age?
No, I don't take advantage of people. I have plenty of customers I've done work for in the past. I've gotten paid pre-job, and I don't do that. That's not the way I operate.
All right, okay. Right down this way. All right, you paid him in advance and you wound up in court. What do you think of that? What do you think of that now, paying in advance like that?
I'm not happy about it, of course. And I will never trust anybody again.
You'll never trust anybody
I don't
again.
care
How about getting
sick
things
his
in
dad
writing?
was or whatever. And
You think you've proven to your family that you can handle things on your own by coming into court and winning this? Harvey.
If you give the money up front, you will never get the job done right. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.